Tipping culture is straight out of control in 2025. No matter if you got no service or a lot of service, everybody is expecting a damn tip. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Real quick guys, I just need that one small favor. Remember to smash the like button. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will share the video with more like-minded people like you and me. Now let's get right into the content. Guys, I think this is great conversation. How do you guys feel about the tipping culture today in 2025? No matter where you go, no matter what the service is, no matter if it's a lot of service or no service, you pick something out yourself in an establishment, everybody is expecting a damn tip. What the hell is going on here? So let me tell you what I do when it comes to tipping and who I tip. First off, I don't do DoorDash, anything like that. If I'm going out to eat, I'm just going to get my food myself, or I'm going to sit myself down in an establishment or go through a drive-thru. If I go through a drive-thru, I'm definitely not tipping. If I'm standing up at a counter and I'm ordering takeout, I'm definitely not tipping. Cab drivers, if I'm in big places, like if I'm like in Miami, if I'm like in LA, if I'm like Vegas, I would tip the cabbie a few extra bucks. I'm not nothing crazy, but I would tip a few extra bucks. I would tip my bellhop for bringing up. Now, if I'm at a hotel, if I take my luggage up myself, I'm not tipping. But if a bellhop brings my luggage up, I'm tipping. If I go to a nice restaurant, I'm tipping. My standard tip is 20 bucks. Because if I go to a regular restaurant, Texas Roadhouse is one of my favorites. I usually tip 20 to 25 bucks. No matter, because I know I'm only going to spend probably 80 to 100 bucks. So 25 bucks, 20 to 25 bucks, I think that's great for a tip. Now, if I go out to a nice establishment, because about once a month, because it's something I like to do, I go out to a nice steakhouse over in the Chicago area, because I only live like 45 minutes outside Chicago. So I'll hit one of the suburbs of Chicago and I'll go to a nice steakhouse. And my bill is usually $300 to $400, right? With a couple glasses of wine and a nice steak and an appetizer. My standard tip is 50 bucks. I'm leaving 50 bucks. If my bill is 300, that's, if you go 20%, that should be 60, but I'm leaving 50. My standard tip when I go to a nice steakhouse is 50 bucks. Now, if I go over, now that's 300 to 400. If my bill is 400, I might go 60. But my standard at a nice steakhouse, if my bill is 300 to 400 bucks, 50 bucks. I think that's a nice damn tip. Because I'm not one of those customers where you got to come bug me and I'm going to have you running all around the joint bringing me this and that. Nope, I just want to enjoy my meal, me and my date, and have a nice time. So, how do you guys feel about the tipping culture? I got a couple of clips I want to show you. Let's get right into it.
I'm not sure what the fuck just happened, but I went into a sandwich shop and I went up to the window, ordered the sandwich I wanted, which was a pre-built menu. It wasn't like I went down the line and you built the sandwich for me in front of me. I ordered and I got a drink and I went to pay for it, which I picked up at a different window. And I went to go pay and I pressed no on a tip. And the transaction went through and she said, "You didn't tip me." I said, "I know. I know." And I was very kind, very polite. Right? She said, "Well, why not?" And I said, "Well, I ordered a sandwich and I'm getting it to go. There was, I didn't feel like there was..."
Can you believe that? She had the nerve to question this lady about why she selected no on a tip. Seems like she was in like a place like a Subway. Like, I want this, and you go about your business. Man, I've never had nobody do this to me, ask me why I didn't tip them, because if they do, I'm a mild-mannered guy. But if someone approaches me like this, I'm going off on them. I'm telling you, I'm letting them have it. Because I think you got a lot of nerves to question me why I didn't tip you when all you did was I was in a line like a Subway and told you what I wanted, my ingredients, and I should tip you for that? Hell no. And she was in a drive-through at that. Hell no, you ain't get no damn tip. Get the hell out of my face.
There's a tip needed. She goes, well, everybody tips us. And she goes, we're making your sandwich for you. And I said, isn't that what your hourly hourly wage is for? And I guess I was like dumbfounded just a little bit, and I still feel like I'm in shock and speechless just a little bit. But I am all for tips where it's deserved. You know, bartenders, servers, waitresses, you know, your hairstylist sometimes, and however that works, and you're part of the, if it's built or you go to whatever. I am all for leaving a tip when it's a service job that you have given me a service for, and an appropriate tip. But all I did was walk to the window, order, and take it with me. Why should I have been felt guilty to not have left a tip on an $8 sandwich that was on your menu? I don't know. I gotta get over that one before I drive away.
That's just like today. Today, while I'm making this video on a Saturday, so I got my massage today, right? My massage therapist charging me $60. She has never raised the prices. I give her $80 every visit. $80. Because if I go on vacation, she'll work with me, get me in a day or two earlier, or she'll get me in right after I come back from vacation if I have to cancel my normal appointment. You know, if I need to come in earlier on my appointment, if I need to come in an hour earlier or a half hour earlier, she's always accommodating. I always tip her an extra $20 because she takes care of me doing that massage. She makes me feel so good. So let's get to the next clip.
My rule is if I stand up to order my food and I have to get it, there's probably not a very big tip in it for you. If you bring me my food, you take my order, absolutely going to give you a tip. If I'm driving through, there's no tip. You're doing your job. I came here to order a thing from you. You came here to sell a thing to me. That's great. That's the whole transaction. There is no extra transaction required. If somebody's doing service for you, you get a haircut, come clean your house, that's all fine. Tip all those people. Tip your service providers where that's the norm. But the idea that I go buy a product and you hand me the product from the shelf across the counter and then I'm supposed to give you a tip, that's insane to me.
Straight out of control. Anyone providing a service to me, I am going to tip, and I'm going to tip them handsomely. I am not a cheap tipper. I'm gonna tip for service. And I don't even like going out with people that are cheap. I do not even like going out with people that are cheap because I know they're not going to tip. It's gonna make me look bad, or I'm going to tip a little bit more because I know these some cheap ass people that I'm with. Let's get to the next clip.
Tipping culture in America is everywhere. The salon, your local coffee shop, the bar, and urgent care? Yeah, yikes. Might ask you for an additional 20, 25, or even 50% as a thank you for the workers. But when it's baked into a worker's expected wages, can we really fault anyone for puppy eyes at the POS? That's point of sale system. Here's how some other countries avoid the dreaded tip screen. Down under, and New Zealand just pay their workers enough so that they don't have to rely on tips. They'd appreciate it, but it's totally not necessary. France, Spain, Hungary, Sweden, and the Czech Republic are the same.
And the Netherlands bakes, get it, the tips into their prices of services.
Other countries like the UK, Ireland, and Germany don't really have a strong tipping culture, and it's just nice if you do it. However, in places like Italy, where overall wages are a lot smaller, your tip could really help folks out, especially with how strong the almighty American dollar is. Bringing it back to the States, on average, waitstaff at restaurants make about $8 before tips, which is even lower than the average minimum wage, which, let's face it, isn't very great either. So they rely on tips to make.
I understand that the wait staff don't make that much money, but like I said, I'm going to tip great. I think I tip great. But if you server or waiter, if y'all crappy, you're not gonna get a big tip from me. Because I'm not gonna blame. I don't blame my waiter or waitress for things that happen behind the food counter. Like if my food was messed up or if it took, that's not their fault. As long as they are kind and courteous to me, I'm still going to take care of the waitstaff.
Make enough money to get by. It's yet another case of people at the top hoarding too much of the wealth, even when it comes to the workers who got them there. So what are your tipping habits like?
My tipping habits is that I think I'm a good tipper. And I take care of individuals who provide me a service. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, always remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I'm out here.